Hey, what's up, guys? I decided I could, drop a quick video real quick. Well, I hope will be quick, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably like extend into like maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, but that's okay. I just wanted to stop in real quick to basically give a short update. So recently at my job, as those of you that may know, I work at a restaurant because, the economy is shit right now for a lot of people my age. Got people, that actually did get a chance to work corporate, now currently unemployed and having issues looking for work. Got people with PhDs that are struggling to find work at the moment. But at least you can say that these people actually got a taste of what corporate life was like. Me, I never had the chance to experience corporate life. And I probably never will because I don't really seem to be the type of guy that would actually flourish in those types of environments, considering the fact that I have a very low tolerance for bullshit. But anyways, I digress. So, um, so recently my job hired a bunch of new people, and obviously my GM had to prioritize those said new people by giving them hours while cutting mines completely. So I went from working 4 days a week down to 2 days a week. Now, originally, I thought that maybe I did something bad. Maybe I did something to offend someone. I don't know. I mean, I don't because when I come into work, right, I don't start stuff. I don't cause problems for anybody. I come in, I do what I gotta do. I do what I'm told. I try to do the job to the best of my ability. I don't start things with anybody. I don't start issues or problems, and I clock out and I move on about my day, right? So so I asked around, and supposedly what really happened was that, yeah, I mean, what happened was that they took the hours away from me to give to these new hires temporarily, kind of like a trial run, really, to see how they would do. And and according to my manager that I was speaking to, she said that it's only going to be for this week only, which I hope she's right on that statement, because I'm like, this week I'm fine. I'm fine with that, but I really hope that it doesn't continue on to next week. So I'm only gonna be working Friday and Tuesday. So I'm only gonna be working Friday, which is gonna be tomorrow, from 10 to 4, and I'm gonna be working on Tuesday from 11 to 4. So yeah, not a good week for me. Not a good week for me. And then the hours zero out. Uh, Literally zero out. Next week. Like the following week, the hours reset, and then after that week, and then after that following week, I'm gonna get my paycheck will come in, which is not gonna be too good. I'm probably gonna get like maybe like $200 at most, compared to my typical 400 $500 that I'll get every 2 weeks. But I know it's bad. Yes, I know it's a joke, but that's minimum wage for you. And I tried to look for something better. I can't, because, like I said, this economy is not good right now. It's terrible. Any condescending comments that I will get from some of the idiots that will stumble upon this video, you will get your comments deleted. I have no tolerance for stupidity. So, with that being said, that's my well, I'm not done just yet. I'm not actually done just yet. As you can tell, I got a haircut. Um, I recently started playing The Force Unleashed for PC. I actually did buy it. I actually bought the Ultimate Sith Edition on off of Steam for about $21. Um, and then I went online and I basically made the game run at 60 FPS. I fixed some of the audio issues that the game would potentially have towards like the later stages, towards the end of the game. when you're on the Death Star. So I fixed some of the audio issues, and I also updated the frame rate on the game, which is 60 FPS. I was originally gonna go for unlimited FPS, but considering the fact that this is literally a game from 2008 we're talking about here, I knew better and knew that this game is not optimized for 120 FPS because of the fact it's an old game from 2008 and some of the physics might misbehave because of the unlimited frame rate. So I just left that at 60 FPS just to stay on the safe side. Um, to my surprise, when I was like going through the customization right for this game, it's very lackluster. I noticed that for the lightsaber, right, I'm only allowed to change the crystal and also like the and also like the additional like power up for said lightsaber, like the extra ability for my lightsaber to have. Um, I can't change the hilt of my lightsaber like I could on the DS version and on the PSP version and also on the PS2 version. I don't understand why on the I don't understand why on the PC version I'm not allowed to change my lightsaber hilt to like I was able to do on the PSP and in the Nintendo DS version. No, I don't think the DS version was allowed to do that. Oh wait, yes I was. Yeah, yeah. I remember on the DS version I was allowed to change my hilt, my lightsaber hilt. So again, I don't understand why I'm allowed to do that on my PSP on the PSP version of the game. I'm allowed to do that on the DS version of the game. I think I'm allowed to do it on the PS2 version. I don't know. I never played the PS2 version, so someone please correct me in the comments down below. But for some reason on the PC version, I'm not allowed to change the hilt of my lightsaber. But I'm allowed to change the my lightsaber. But I'm only allowed to change the color of my lightsaber blade, and I'm only allowed to change additional, you know, and I'm able to change power crystals to further enhance my lightsaber. But for some reason, so the customization of my lightsaber is limited, but I'm only allowed so lightsaber customization limited, but for some reason I'm able to have 20 to 30 different costumes of different characters. Does that make sense to anybody that's gonna watch this video? Because I don't think so. Like you would think the PC version would be the best version, right? But no, it's like what kind of a world do we live in where like the handhelds are far more superior than the PC version. But anyways, I digress. I'm not gonna keep stretching this further than what it needs to be. Um, so so that's the basic rundown of what's going on. Um, my car is still not ready for the emissions test. It's still my OBD my OBD2 sensor scanner is still saying not ready. So my car is still not emissions ready yet, which is very frustrating. And I'm really hoping that sometime next month it will become ready for me to take it to the shop and have them inspect it and just for me to pass it so I can have my registration renewed. So I don't know. Let's hope next month will be the month where I actually do get the green light. So that's all I can really say for myself. Um, yeah. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.